Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Puerto Peñasco Libro de Viaje, or Rocky Point Travel Book for all y'all. My name is Tony Lake, and I'm here with Leon Nava from Rocky Point Connects Productions. And this is our bi-weekly live stream where we kind of like to talk about what's going on in Puerto Peñasco and things that are happening in the town, everything that's coming in for our locals, for the tourists, for the visitors from the U.S. and from Mexico. So everyone kind of knows everything that's happening. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We have a lot of things to cover today.
Well, yes, we have the fall is starting, and we have the fall vibes already on the air.
Oh yes, no, the weather is breaking. It's starting to get a lot nicer now.
Actually, today we will have a very good weather for a sunset cruise, and we will have information about that.
Oh, I know, I hear you on that one. But yeah, there's so many things that are happening in the town. I mean, we have everything from a country fest. We have a wine and pairing dinner with Triada Producciones at Restaurante Triada. A new restaurant here in town, and it's wonderful. We have a wine and tapas pairing at El Tapeo coming up.
That will be Bajamet food, actually.
Ooh, Bajamet food.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's going to be wonderful.
And of course, we will start the season of the Mermaid Market.
Oh, yes.
And we will have Naomi Black here.
We have a lot of things that we're going to discuss, and we're going to go over some of the things that are happening so you know everything that's going on in town.
And we will talk about the country festival.
Yes, we are. We're going to have a couple of different guests of things that we're going to discuss today, and it's going to be really good. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And also, we're talking about the Great Desert Run.
Mm-hmm.
I was in that desert run the last year, and we will have the visit of Waylon from Banditos. That he will be promoting the Tres Amigos event.
Yes, we're going to be discussing quite a few things today, and we're going to go over this calendar throughout our breaks and let you know everything else that's going on as well, because there's a lot coming on. We're in the right season, and it's going to be wonderful. The town really has some things happening.
Let me put this little clip. It's something that you can have for tonight.
Okay.
It's also some spaces available, Barb?
Yes,
Okay.
not many, but we do still have some
Yeah,
spaces
she's
available.
not on the frame, but yes, she says that if you are watching this, you can attend to the sunset cruise. She's gonna be here really soon. Then I go with here. There you are.
Cool. Welcome back, everyone. Like I said, my name is Tony Lake, and we're sitting here at Salt and Lime Restaurant here in Puerto Peñasco. Beautiful venue, great place to have our little interviews that we like to have. And with me today is Barbara Lounsbury. Barbara Lounsbury is the curator of the Sea Breeze and Bites Wine and Charcuterie Cruise. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that. Good morning, Barbara.
Good morning, Tony. Yes, I'm excited to be here, excited to get the first cruise of the season underway. It's perfect weather, which is what we needed, and if you've never been on our cruise, it's something that it's unlike anything else that Rocky Point is offering, particularly in their sunset cruises.
So let's talk about that, actually, because I know it's Sea Breeze and Bites. You know, we are coming in the perfect weather to be out in the water. The water's still wonderful. It's not going to be humid. The weather's breaking beautifully, but it's a wine and charcuterie.
Yeah, so it was literally just a year ago about this time that I started talking with the boat captain Ivan about what we could create for Rocky Point that was different, that we didn't want to do the normal booze cruise, that we wanted a different atmosphere. And so I got to thinking about it and kind of decided, shout out to Grapes and Barley, I kind of like that vibe at that restaurant. So I tried to create that sort of an atmosphere on the boat with the idea that it was going to be good music, but you could talk. Like so many of the cruises are so loud with the techno that you can't talk to the people sitting next to you. And then we wanted to elevate it so you have a real glass to drink your wine in, and we have these wonderful boards of charcuterie boards. Full of meats and cheeses and fruits and vegetables and nuts and crackers, bread, everything you can imagine.
Honestly, yes. I mean, this is a wonderful, wonderful cruise. I went on one of the very, very early ones.
Right.
And it was a great time. And I mean, the staff that's on the boat itself is
Absolutely,
wonderful.
and I think I've got all of them back again
That's
this year, so
fantastic.
that's going to be great.
The boat captains and all of the deckhands, they were also just equally nice. And then
Right.
the 2 floors, it really was a great atmosphere. And there was a great selection of wines. So let's talk about that. the
So-
wines that you're offering.
Well, I have a selection. I'll have a selection of 3 or 4 whites and a couple of reds, and I have a sparkling wine. This isn't a snooty, give you $30 wines, because to do that it would have to cost a fortune. But it's a nice, reputable glass of wines. I get a lot of them. I'll be honest with you. I get a lot of them from Costco. They've got some great wines there, or Trader Joe's. They're known for their good wines at
There
reasonable
are some
prices.
good wines there.
So this isn't a fancy in any way, shape, or form, but it's nice. And one of the things, we've made a lot of changes to this year. We're partnering with different things, but one of the things that's new for this year is that you will actually get your own wine glass to take home with you, as well as a personalized charcuterie board, which is actually your plate this year.
That's really cool, actually. I think that's a great thing. I mean, just something more to offer. When people go out on something, they love to take something back
Right,
home with them.
so it's kind of like it's useful souvenirs or merchandises or swag, whatever you want to call it. But the idea being that you have a memento from the trip. We get a lot of people who are celebrating things. Like tonight, I've got a group of girls doing their using this as part of their bachelorette weekend.
Very nice.
Next weekend, I've got birthdays and anniversaries coming on board. So it's a great place if you've got something to celebrate. We'll try and acknowledge it if you let me know ahead of time. It's a great time to come with your friends, or even if you're just by yourself, you're going to make new friends. Everybody just gets together, and it's just a good time.
It really was. If you've never done this, when we went out there, the weather was absolutely perfect. It comes right around sunset.
Right.
So you catch, if you've never been out in the water in the Sea of Cortez outside of Peñasco during the sunset, you are so missing out. You really have to get out in the water, and then having a nice glass of wine. The charcuterie selection was outstanding. There were some wonderful cheeses. It's just great little snack food to have with your glass of wine. And it helps really pair it together so you get more of the flavors of the wine. Plus, if you're not a huge wine drinker, I do know that they do have alcohol available on the boat, so you still can have a cocktail. I think we saw people drinking margaritas after they tried some wines.
So there is a full bar on board, as well as the wine selections. Everything is all inclusive. And the price has gone up a little bit because as everything has gone up, the cost of gas for the boat and everything, we've had to raise prices a little bit. But that's why we're also trying to give you something more to make sure of it. The other thing that we've partnered with is there are going to be other places that you can actually get tickets from. We've partnered with, if you want to purchase it online, you can make your deposit for the cruise at Rocky Point Adventures or RockyPointWineCruise.com, I think is what they've got it set up for now. And Peñasco Tours. And they'll actually also be available soon at Salt and Lime.
Yes, they will.
And
Yes, they will.
Jenny's Collective, and also at the Palapas Rentals. She'll have some available there for you as well. So there'll be lots of places for you to hook up, and of course you can always contact me, either via Facebook Messenger. I've always got my phone number posted there, and I'd be happy to make those reservations. One of the things to be aware of is, though, that there are only 32 seats available, so we can sell out quick.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you've got a special date that you're trying to make, then it's probably better. They'll be every Saturday now, except for the 29th of November, up through the end of December. We've booked so far, and of course then as we get closer, we'll start opening up this spring. But we're looking forward to a wonderful season, and give us a call, give us a try. And if you've been before, you want to come back.
Oh yeah, and don't think by any means because we're in what you would think of as winter that you can't get on that water.
No, yeah.
Because it's still wonderful temperature. I think the most I've ever had to put on was jeans.
Right.
Rather
Well,
than shorts out on the boat, and you're fine.
Absolutely. And of course, it never really gets that cold here. So we may try it up some things. We're going to try and have some themes this year. I think we have somewhere we might try and do a paint and sip on the water, or we may try and do the sound bowls on the water.
Oh, that's
some
kinda
fun
cool.
things like that.
That's very cool.
Maybe some themed cruises, like either for Halloween or November for mulled wine. You can do mulled wine and things like that. So it's just going to be a fun place to do, and it's something I'm proud to say it's a cruise that you want to do again. It's not one of those one and done like some.
I absolutely agree. Like I said, we absolutely loved it, and the wine selection that you had. I mean, I drank, I think, an entire bottle of white Malbec, and I just loved it. It was wonderful. And I didn't even know that Malbec made a white Malbec.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, what is this? And it was absolutely fantastic. So I did try quite a few different ones. I'm more partial to whites rather than reds.
Right.
But there was quite a good variety of all of them.
Right. So I've got Cabernet Sauvignon. I've got Chardonnay. I've got
Sauvignon Blancs.
Sauvignon Blancs. I've got Pinot Grigios. I've got Malbec. I've got some Zinfandel. I've got Prosecco.
Oh, yes.
So there should be something that everyone will like.
That everyone's going to enjoy. But yeah, so let's talk about the cost. What are we looking for?
So right now, like I said, it had to go up. The cost is $95 per person. But again, this is an inclusive cruise. So all of the food and all of your drinks, and we're not saying you can have 2 glasses of wine. I mean, you're going to drink as much as you want. And eat as much as you want. I can honestly say we've never run out of wine or food on any of our cruises. Everybody has come away feeling, satisfied with what they want.
And then you're also offering that wine glass and the charcuterie board to take home. So,
absolutely.
And the wine glass and the charcuterie board you brought into here to Salt and Lime, and I saw it. It's a nice sturdy wine glass. It's a great little charcuterie board. It really is a great little souvenir to take home.
Yeah, and one of the things I discovered is that even if you don't want to use it as a charcuterie board, it makes a great fan for down here. It's nice and wide and it creates a great breeze. So,
Hey.
And sometimes, particularly when you're a woman, you need that fan. It's just handy.
So once again, the cruise is called Sea Breeze and Bites. It is a wine and charcuterie cruise. She's doing it every Saturday other than November 29th. They're booking out fast, so make sure if you have any desire, you can go to RockyPointWineCruise.com, you said, and RockyPointAdventures.com.
Right, and you can book online. He'll take a deposit, and then you'll hear from me to collect the balance. The rest, or you can contact me at my number, 602-748-8860, or message me, text me, whatever.
Fantastic. And she does have a social media page of Barbara Lounsbury. You can message her there as well, and she'll get you all hooked up. But it's definitely such a great thing to do. And like I said, go experience the sunset, have a beautiful glass of wine, sit on the roof of the boat, the second deck, and just take it in with some friends, family. It's even fun if you're solo on this one. This is a great little experience. You'll meet friends while you're there. We did, let me tell you.
And while I can't promise it, we've been very fortunate to see a lot of wildlife on our cruises. We've actually got to see a whale on one of them, but we frequently will see sea lions and different stuff. So there's a surcharge. I have to give you a surcharge if we see the wildlife.
Oh, yeah.
You end up on a whale cruise because you got to see the whale. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, so sometimes it's fun to be able to see that wildlife up close and personal as
Being
well.
on the sea is wonderful. So so once again, Sea Breeze and Bites Wine Cruise. Barbara, thanks so much for talking about this.
Thank you for having me on and promoting this and letting you know, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon.
Yes, check it out, y'all.